The moment Emily fell on her knees in front of the man she once slapped, begging him to forgive her father, everyone in the room froze. Even Mark, the man she used to call a useless poor driver, couldn't believe she was crying like a child. But this moment didn't just happen. It was created by pride, by lies, and by the thing Emily loved the most: money. Emily Johnson had one talent: looking down on people. At 23, she believed the world rotated around her father's wealth. She walked like she owned the streets, talked like everyone else was beneath her, and treated kindness like it was a disease. But the person she enjoyed tormenting the most was her father's young driver, Mark. Mark was calm, soft-spoken, and patient. Too patient. And to Emily, patience meant weakness. Every morning when he opened the car door, she rolled her eyes. "Don't stand too close to me. You look like stress." If he smiled at her, she frowned. "What are you smiling for? You're a driver. Act like one." If he held the door for her, she scoffed. "You should thank my father you're even employed." Sometimes she slapped his hand away. Sometimes she kicked the back of the seat while he drove. Sometimes she insulted his entire existence. And every time, Mark simply said, "Life doesn't stay the same, Emily. You should be careful with people." But Emily didn't believe in caution. She believed in control. One evening, Mark refused to break a traffic rule just so she could catch up with her friends. Emily became angry beyond reason. "You're useless. I said drive." "I'm sorry," Mark replied calmly. "I cannot risk your safety." His gentleness annoyed her more. That night, Emily made a wicked decision. She took her father's missing gold watch, the one worth over $50,000, and slipped it inside Mark's bag. The next morning, she screamed the house down. "Dad, Mark stole your watch. Check his bag if you don't believe me." Without asking a single question, Mr. Johnson called Mark into his office. "You betrayed my family," he said. "Leave this house. This job is over." Mark stood quietly for a long moment. He nodded slowly. "If this is the truth you choose to believe, then I have nothing more to say." He walked out with the same quiet dignity he arrived with. Emily smiled to herself. Victory felt sweet. At least that's what she thought. 2 weeks later, Mr. Johnson received a phone call that turned his bones cold. "Sir, Mark Thompson just canceled the business partnership. He said you'll receive legal papers soon." Mr. Johnson frowned. "Mark who?" "Mark Thompson, the billionaire investor from London, the owner of Thompson Group." Mr. Johnson almost dropped his phone. "That's impossible. My driver." "Yes, sir. Your former driver." Emily overheard everything. Her blood ran cold. "That Mark?" she whispered. No, that's not possible." But it was. Mark wasn't a driver. He wasn't poor. He wasn't weak. He was a billionaire who had returned to the country quietly. And the shocking part? He was supposed to marry Emily. But he came home earlier than planned because he wanted to know the real character of the woman he would spend his life with. He found out. Mr. Johnson rushed to Mark's office, shaking, sweating, trembling. "Mark, please," he begged. "Let's talk. My daughter made a mistake. Punish me, not her." Mark looked at him calmly. "I gave both of you chances. You failed. You judged me by what you thought I was, not by who I am." Emily burst into the room, her makeup streaked with tears. "Mark, please. I didn't know. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. Please don't destroy my father. Please don't leave me." She moved closer, crying harder. "Please, Mark. I'm begging you." For the first time, Mark didn't smile. "You taught me something valuable, Emily," he said. "You showed me that beauty without kindness is poison. Respect without money is rare. And love without character is impossible." Emily's knees gave out. She fell hard to the floor. Please forgive me." Mark turned away. "I forgive you, but I can't forget." He picked up his jacket. "What your father has lost cannot be undone." And with that, he walked out, not angrily, not bitterly, but with the quiet confidence of a man who knew his value from the beginning. Emily watched him leave, tears falling like rain, knowing she had destroyed her future with her own hands. The lesson: never look down on anyone. Never disrespect people because of their current situation. The person you mock today might be the one you'll need tomorrow. Money can open doors, but character keeps them open. And Emily learned this too late. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for interesting stories.